All right, Capricorn. Let's see what we got for you, baby. Holy Spirit, angel guides. What do we have for Capricorn? What's the energy for Capricorn? We have awakening. We have door of dreams. What else? And we have the moon. So there's a secret here, okay? I do feel like you're awakening and somebody else is awakening as well, right? There's a new opportunity opening up. There's a new door that's opening up. So this is coming from the intuition. What else, Holy Spirit, angel guides? We have healing heart. We have palm tree. We have addiction. So I do feel like there's codependency. Someone is obsessed in this connection. But I do also feel like someone is healing, right? It's like they're used to toxicity, toxic connections. But one of you guys are a little bit more stable in the way that you handle things. I'm not able to tell who's who. Separation. So in this separation, it is hurting one of you guys more than the other. What is this awakening, Holy Spirit, angel guides? What is this awakening? Ooh, somebody's realizing that they want something more, right? They want something that is going to be long term. But they also want this connection to be successful. So it's like after this connection went into separation, somebody was able to figure out and understand that what they're looking for, I would say you guys, they're looking for someone to build long term with, and they see you guys as that person, right? But I feel like what you've been awakening to from this connection as well is like you could have felt like before you did want something long term, Highland. You did want something long term, but then it's like now you're realizing that I'm gonna cut the chat, you guys, because I don't got time for the interruptions. Now you're learning that you now you're learning that like you really want to deal with somebody who is there for the long haul. You don't want just a romance or a night of passion, right? Maybe you could have told yourself that, like, I'll just be single and I'll just have romances with people, whatever, whatever. Maybe I'm not built for something long term. But the truth is, that's not what you really want. You do want a long term partnership. So something in this connection was disappointing, right? So it's like you're accepting the truth and you're choosing to be happy, but this definitely did deplete you. And it's like you're ready to let it go. So I feel like that's what you're awakening to on your part. And then the other person is awakening to the fact that they don't want this to end. You get me? So I do feel like you're being manifested and you're manifesting something new. What else? Your intuition could be telling you that this person is trying to pull you back into their reality. But more than anything, you also feel like there's a partnership that is up ahead for me. So even if I feel like at times that the connection that I seek isn't being manifested, something in you still won't give up on that idea of that long-term partnership because you you don't really believe that. You believe your person is still out there, right? And you're trying to get to them. So something has been telling you in your intuition to like do something a little bit differently, close out a cycle. And what happens after Capricorn close out this cycle? Okay, so it's not necessarily like it's the pattern. They're telling you to close out the pattern. Stop this pattern of like being in connections where you're not being given that love you're actually seeking, right? Walk away from that because it just leads to heartbreak. It's not putting you in the position or the relationship that you're actually seeking. So it's like just start blocking it. And this is how you're going to balance out things in your life, is just by focusing on who's actually trying to work with you. So that's something that needed to be healed. So I feel like, okay, now it's more clarified that you guys are the one who's been healing your heart, because you're learning how to not deal with toxic relationships, connections, because you have been codependent, right? And it's like it's been blocking you. So it's like now you're breaking past that codependency by being real with yourself and what you actually really want. So you don't want just someone there. You want someone who's going to actually be that partner with you for the long haul. So literally it's like, okay, let me stop giving to connections, loving people that are not reciprocating what I'm seeking. But while you do that, somebody else is on the other end trying to make up their mind, or making up their mind they want something long term. So what is this person on the other receiving end? What are they going to do, or what are they doing? Okay, so they're growing. We have 3 of Wands. And look who we got, Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles. So whether you guys are male or female, you're coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. So somebody feels like they need to grow to be your partner, right? Sometimes you don't get what you want because people are still in this place where they're figuring out themselves. But somebody feels like they need to be this emperor before they can come into your world, because they see you as very stable. You're very independent. You don't need them. You're sure of yourself, and you expect partnership. So even though this connection was disappointing, it's definitely been teaching the both of you. They know that they need to come in as a King of Pentacles to match your energy. That's the only way that they're going to come back in. Right now, they're put out. They're out in the cold, right? Because you're not giving them your time and attention. They feel like you look good. You are setting boundaries. You already set this boundary between you both. But they do want to come back. They just have to come back in this healed and changed energy. All right, what is the advice for Capricorn at this time, Holy Spirit Angel guides? What's the advice for Capricorn? We have Ace of Swords, 7 of Swords, the Hangman, and Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. So Spirit is like, be honest with yourself. Look at the truth of the situation. Don't go through any self-deception, and allow your perspective to change, because in the reality of this situation, this person is young. It doesn't matter how old they are. They're young at heart. They're young in the way that they operate. They seem sporadic. They're somebody that comes in and out. They don't seem to be somebody who is in that King of Pentacles energy. So they're not that King of Pentacles. They are a knight. They're not an emperor. And you came out as a Queen of Pentacles. So that means that you're a lot more mature than this person. You're in a different place than this person is. So one thing to look at in this situation, so that your heart is not hurt as a result of it, is that look at the facts of it, that this person is not where you are. So don't tell yourself that it's going to work or it's going to fit when they aren't where you are. So would that really be wise to invest in a connection where somebody doesn't even have the maturity level to receive you, right? And that's not meant to be said in a harsh way. That's meant more in a way of like, just look at the facts of the situation. Don't look at it from like, oh, this person is being malicious and they're intentionally trying to create pain in my life. It's like, no, they literally are not where you are. They're growing. They need time to heal. You're further along. You see the difference in your maturity. So don't tell yourself something can work because of chemistry, but rather look at like, is this a wise investment for you when you are further along than that person? Because you can choose to wait, but doesn't mean you're going to get what you want in the situation when that person is not in the same class as you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. If it resonated, you guys give me a big fat thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for supporting. Those of you guys that are new, my name is Queen